Welcome to Module 6 of the Project Management Pathway on Hybrid Project Management, the real-world middle ground. In this video, we explore how organizations blend different methodologies to succeed in complex environments. This program is brought to you by the Series of Thoughts team. In theory, project methodologies are distinct choices like Agile or Waterfall. However, most companies operate somewhere in between, often practicing Water-Scrum-Fall. This hybrid reality is necessary due to real-world constraints demanding flexibility. Pure methodologies rarely work. Agile promises flexibility, but relies on ideal conditions that enterprises often can't meet. Waterfall provides structure, but struggles with changing markets and delayed feedback. Hybrid approaches emerge from this practical necessity. Hybrid exists because of legacy systems. Organizations inherit infrastructure and processes that can't change overnight. A front end might use Agile, while the back end integrates with legacy systems requiring waterfall-style documentation and sequential processes. Mixed teams also necessitate hybrid models. Projects often involve agile internal teams, vendors requiring fixed contracts, and compliance teams needing strict governance. A single methodology cannot accommodate all these diverse needs simultaneously. Regulatory constraints are another key driver. Industries like healthcare, finance, and government require specific documentation and audit trails that clash with pure Agile principles. Hybrid models combine Agile speed with Waterfall's rigid structure for compliance. The most prevalent hybrid pattern is Water-Scrum-Fall. This approach sequences methodologies: Waterfall for planning and requirements, Scrum for development, and Waterfall again for deployment and maintenance. It's the standard in enterprise environments. Water-Scrum-Fall works in 3 phases. The Water phase is traditional planning. The Scrum phase involves agile sprints and iterative delivery. The Fall phase returns to Waterfall for compliance, testing, and deployment. This blends structure with execution flexibility. The front-end Water activities provide predictability for leadership, including budgeting and charter approval. The back-end Fall activities ensure quality and operational readiness through comprehensive testing, compliance validation, and production release. The middle Scrum phase operates with full Agile ceremonies like sprint planning, daily stand-ups, reviews, and retrospectives. It delivers the benefits of rapid feedback and iterative improvement within the boundaries set by the initial Waterfall planning. Water-Scrum-Fall offers executive comfort and compliance satisfaction while boosting development velocity. However, it struggles with reduced agility due to front-end commitments, delayed learning, and handoff friction between phases. It remains popular because it's achievable. Another common hybrid model is Agile inside phases. Instead of sequencing, execution within traditional phase gate structures follows Agile principles. Think of it as Agile in a box, where iterative work occurs within predefined Waterfall boundaries. This structure uses traditional phase gates for major approvals, such as initiation or design completion. Between these gates, teams utilize Agile execution, involving sprints for iterative design or build. This balances governance with iteration. Agile inside phases is ideal for stage-gate product development, capital projects with fixed budget cycles, and risk-averse industries. It provides the financial and strategic oversight required while still allowing teams execution agility. Dual-track delivery is a third model where discovery and delivery run in parallel. Unlike Water-Scrum-Fall, this is simultaneous work, focusing on validating ideas before committing to building them. It ensures you build the right thing and build it well. The discovery track focuses on validation through research, prototyping, and testing. It generates validated product backlog items. The delivery track uses those ideas for development, coding, and production release. They are 2 parts of one continuous process. Discovery runs ahead of delivery, feeding validated ideas into the backlog. Learning from released software feeds back into discovery. This parallel flow ensures the delivery team always has validated work ready, enabling continuous improvement. Dual-track Agile reduces wasted effort by validating ideas before building. It accelerates learning and allows both discovery and delivery to maintain optimal velocity. Developers build with increased confidence, knowing features have been user-validated. Challenges in dual-track include the need for skilled facilitators and strict discovery discipline. Teams must resist the pressure to shorten validation to feed delivery. Organizational culture must value learning velocity as much as delivery speed. In digital transformation, a bank used dual-track Agile for the front-end platform and Waterfall for core system integration. Adaptations included an API layer separating the methodologies and dual reporting. This yielded fast delivery with high adoption and zero compliance issues. For an ERP implementation, the core configuration used Waterfall for standardization and Big Bang cutover. Localization and extensions used Agile sprints for custom needs. This hybrid strategy enabled an on-time global go-live with high user adoption. In marketing, campaign strategy and traditional media execution used Waterfall. Creative development used Agile sprints for rapid content creation and refinement based on focus groups. The PM translated between the structured planning and iterative execution worlds. Hybrid project management prioritizes a fit-for-purpose approach. PMs must assess project characteristics, design a custom framework, align the team on the blended approach, and continuously iterate and refine the methodology based on feedback. Hybrid projects require governance frameworks that meet traditional oversight needs while allowing Agile autonomy. Effective hybrid governance establishes clear decision rights, escalation paths, and approval thresholds for both methodological approaches. In practice, governance involves layered decision authority. Reporting uses a blended cadence, producing both sprint burn-down charts and milestone reports. Documentation is selective, focusing on value-add like compliance evidence and high-level architecture. The hybrid PM must act as a translator. They translate Agile metrics into language traditional stakeholders understand, focusing on milestones and scope completion. They translate traditional constraints into actionable boundaries for Agile teams, managing the formal approval process. To manage communication, establish clear channels. Agile teams use stand-ups. Executives get email updates. Create translation artifacts like synthesized reports. Proactively manage expectations by explaining why the hybrid approach is necessary. A hybrid delivery map visually clarifies where different methodologies apply across project components and lifecycle phases. This shared reference point helps the team understand which approach to use for specific activities, preventing methodology conflicts. Managing hybrid projects demands strong methodology fluency in both Agile and Waterfall. You need contextual judgment to choose the right approach, stakeholder translation skills, and adaptive leadership to adjust based on learning. Challenges include methodology confusion, cultural resistance to change, and tool incompatibility between systems. Hybrid projects also risk reporting overhead, handoff friction, and potentially diluting the benefits of both methodologies. To make hybrid work, start with project assessment, explicitly document the chosen blend, and invest in PM capability. Create deliberate integration points, measure outcomes, and educate all stakeholders on the necessity of the hybrid approach. Hybrid adoption is growing rapidly as digital transformation projects span legacy and modern systems. It's not a compromise, but a sophisticated response to complex organizational realities, proving that one-size-fits-all approaches fail. The best project managers are bilingual, fluent in both Agile and Waterfall principles. This fluency is about understanding when flexibility or structure is needed and translating between the two languages to navigate complexity without dogma. Hybrid is the reality of modern project work. Common patterns like Water-Scrum-Fall offer established models. Success requires tailoring, appropriate governance, and strong communication. Master the bilingual skill set to thrive in complex environments.